dropped out or something like that. But yeah, so there will be more to come on that. What up, Bill Cam's in the chat? Love to see it. uh,
Bill Cam's huge fan in the chat.
Huge fan, dude. So, with that being said, I guess we could probably just get right into the previous Challengers Cup. What do you say, Shane?
Yeah, let's look at it.
Sweet. So, um, Subliners Academy actually ended up winning it, and to me, they did look like the pretty strong team going in throughout. I mean, DGen gave him a tough map, but like overall, that series wasn't too close. I think it was a 3-1 when Subliners
Yeah, I
took them
think they
out.
won the first best of 5 in winners too, so they beat UT
Right.
Crew pretty good as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So DGen was playing. Let's see, they were playing another team and it went 3-2, and that was for I think it was for like top eight or something like that. Oh no,
T16 year.
they were playing
Yeah.
Teskey, right?
Oh yeah, I think they were.
Yeah,
So
they were
they ended
playing
up doing
Teskey.
pretty well still too.
Yeah. No, yeah. So DGen
Slam top
was,
four.
yeah, I would say like Cruz. A lot of people were expecting him to do well. He had that early win against Optic Gaming, um, in like preseason stuff. And so it kind of like really put his name out there. So he's kind of had some high expectations, and I think he did really well this cup because before he was getting something more along like 232 stuff. But
Yeah, he even got some T128s. This is really his first like
yeah,
big tourney.
yeah, exactly. So this is like a new team. Cruz, Wand, Wiz,
He's
and
still with
mine.
mine, who
Yeah,
he's been with pretty much. I think they've been together the whole year, so
right.
just him and mine at least.
His
Yeah,
old team was Cruz, Mind, Infinite, and Bank, I believe.
yeah.
And yeah, so they were a pretty solid team, but they just didn't really get the results they wanted to. So I think Cruz decided to go with somebody else, but he's still under DGen. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I mean, the biggest surprise here was Wester, I would say.
Yeah,
Um,
them getting T16.
Top 16, yeah. No one really saw that one coming. Everybody thought that they were at least going to be something around like the top three range, but yeah, I think they just played a close one. I think it was against Teskey that they lost, slammed, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
they lost to them for T16, and Teskey and them are a really good team also.
yeah.
They were they were the 16 seed I think though too. So yeah, they were, or maybe they were even a worse seed. I'm not sure, but they're, I believe in the qualifier they're going to be the 10 seed. So them getting fourth bumped them up quite a bit. And then also interestingly, I believe Anthrax actually got accused of um, or being sus or accused of hacking, and he's on the KC Pioneers that got T6. Some people were like, he dropped like 65 kills one map, and some people were just like, I don't know, man. But I don't know if it ever came to anything or if he was ever even forced to monitor cam, but people were throwing that around.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Any new names, in the T16 spot? I mean,
No teams that I think are going to be in the qualifier. I think, well, I guess Tiny Bink in them, because I don't think they're in the qualifier. So they got T16, but they're not. It still didn't bring them up to the top 32. So they're actually, I think they're the only team in the T16 here that isn't playing in the qualifier.
gotcha. Yeah, they got that guy Jas, who a lot of people were sus of in
Yeah,
the Cheeto, I believe, right? And then
still now, yeah. But he's been monitor cam and everything, so is Big Head. Um,
gotcha.
but yeah, no, I don't. I think they're the only team in the T16 that's not in the qualifier.
Interesting. Cool.
Yeah, but with that, I think we should just hop into the bracket and just go match by match.
Yeah, sounds good. Here is the bracket of all 32 teams going down in the elite qualifier. So yeah,
Yeah, so some of these are going to be easier than others, and obviously some of the names you're not going to know who the teams are. So we have a roster page with that as well. But I think we'll just start with match one and go down maybe.
if you guys want to check out this mock bracket, this is on our challenge page, Esports Agent. This is where
Yeah.
we host all of our tournaments. So yeah, you can check us out here. I could also link that too. So, but yeah, Shane, we want to start with the first match here.
Yeah. So the first match is going to be Western, which is obviously Polex, Gravity, Venom, and Zap. and they're going to be playing against Gunzi, John, Spacely, and Gunjar, I believe. So obviously, Gunzi, John, Spacely, they're all good players. And honestly, I think they're a lot better than the 32 seed, or than the seed shows, because they're playing with John who has like no pro points. But again, I really just don't see them upsetting Wester. Um, yeah, I think you just have to take Wester here. They've won 4 out of 5 cups, and I just think it's pretty hard to say that they're going to lose that.
Yeah, yeah. That's I wouldn't say it's
But I still
obvious.
think,
I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be close, but
yeah, I still think Pink Crew, they have a potential upset, and they could also. I think they'll probably make a decent losers run depending on who they play. Um, but yeah, I think that Wester's definitely going to win that one. And they have host advantage too because of the 1 seed. So, it's just going to be a tough time for Pink Crew.
what about this second match here?
So I actually think that so Project Evil is Groovy, J Lags, Pat Cryptic, and I'm trying to remember the last guy. Groovy, J Lags, Pat Cryptic, and I'm
Project
pulling it
Evil?
up. And Legal.
Legal.
So they're playing against Cruise Wiz, Wand, and Mind. And I honestly think you here have to take DGen just because they got top 3, but I still think Project Evil's a very good team. They also have a really nasty host from Florida. But yeah, again, DGen just got top 3, so I think it's pretty hard to say that they're not going to beat the 17 seed or the 16 seed. But
Yeah.
yeah, I still think it could be a close match. Could even go game 5, but I still think I'm gonna pick DGen to win that one.
Yep. Yeah, DJ's looking really strong these days. So match number 3 with Triumph versus Millie rocking in my overalls.
I believe that is Vinny Reaper and Co.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm actually here. I'm just gonna pull up the COD league bracket on my side just so I can make sure that the roster sheet I have is right. But I think that's Vinny Reaper and Co. So who's the team on the bottom? It's Triumph.
Triumph
Okay.
versus Millie rocking in my overalls.
Yeah, Triumph is gonna be Standy, Royalty, Dave Patty in general. That's kind of like Huntsman Academy, or I guess Optic Academy now. um, But let's see who the other team is for sure. I think it is Vinny Reaper's team though. Yeah, so that's gonna be Reaper, Hitman, Fatal, and Landon. Again, I
That's a
mean,
good team.
I still think those guys are a good team, and they're definitely good at S&D. They've been grinding a lot of S&D. So I mean, maybe if they steal map 2 and win a host respawn, they could have a chance. But again, Triumph is the 8 seed. They've been placing consistently T16 to T8 or better this whole year. So I definitely think you have to take them in this one as well. And I mean, General, Standy, Royalty, Dave Patty are all like, they've all been on like top 6 challengers teams or like in the pro league in the past. So I think you kind of have to go with them. But again, I still think it has the potential to be a close match or even an upset, but I still think you have to go with Triumph on that one.
Right.
All right, next one is Midgets and Big B's
versus Triple M.
That team is gonna be Glory, BZ, Too Real, I think, and Stamino. I think this guy's Too Real and Stamino. So actually, I usually didn't realize these guys are that good of a seed. So good for BZ. I've always thought he was a really good AR. And they're playing who is Team Apox, which is Apexides, Gavin Maps, Apox, and Hunt. Again, I mean, on these bracket ones where it's like the 9 seed versus the 24, I mean, it's pretty hard to take the 24 seed unless there's some crazy reason why they're a low seed. But I mean, most of the time it's just because they haven't been placing as well. So I think you have to go with BZ's team in this one.
Yep.
Just because they've been placing more consistently pretty much the whole year.
Number 5.
So that's Bink's team. Or that's win 3 before you lose 2. That's Bink's team. So that's gonna be Tyrannicide, Bink, Collinator, and their 4th is Clamp. So it's unfortunate they play Built by Gamers because I think that's actually a very good team. But again, 4 seed built by gamers. It's mostly former pros. I mean, it's Pander, Pentagram, Kismic, and GodRx. So literally 3 former pros from last year, and then Pentagram. So again, I kind of think you have to go with them. Pentagram's, been in the top of the AM scene. He actually has the most pro points on that team. And then put together with Kismet, GodRx, and Pander, I think you just have to take those guys. They get better practice, place more consistently.
Yeah.
So going to take them.
Yep.
Even though I think Tyrannicide and them, good team.
They're good.
But Built by Gamers have been together the whole year too, and those guys just kind of formed as well.
Right. Then we got whatever
it takes. 13 seed. That is going to be Censor's team.
Woo-hoo.
Interesting.
Doug's
team.
Big Doug guy.
Let's see.
Big Doug guy over here.
I'm a mediocre Doug guy now. Doug's been acting a little weird lately.
Doug's been acting up. There's no doubt about him been acting
up. And honestly, this one, I'm going to pick an upset. Because this is Mohawk's team, and I said I was going to pick Mohawk's team to do pretty well. And so Kaiser, Mohawk, Yuli, and my boy Yuli too, and Swipers.
Yuli's
I'm
with Mohawk here.
Yeah, wow, so I'm gonna pick them to beat Doug. That's the first pretty big upset we have, because I mean, D-Gen over Project Evil. I mean, that's a 1 seed difference. That's not that big, but yeah, gonna pick. I mean, obviously, either team could win that one, but I just think, especially online, Mohawk, Yuli, definitely a good combo, and in S&D they're gonna be a good team as well. So gonna pick those guys.
All right, we got.
Yeah, and I think those guys have been together too, whereas I think Doug's team just kind of formed.
Oh yeah,
so. Yeah. So definitely an advantage in that
Doug
sense too.
Who's Doug with these days?
Yeah, sorry. So Doug's with him, Spoof, Brack, and M. Ruiz. I mean, at least according to this. I mean, let me double check.
They were together with the last cup, I thought.
Were they? I mean, then that's even worse. They lost to Fizzini.
Yeah, they didn't do well. Yeah. They lost to Bennett,
I mean,
right?
they accused him of hacking, but like.
Right.
Even
I mean, there was one strong clip where it looked like he was tracing through a wall.
Yeah, but that was from a different series. That wasn't even from the Doug series. That was from the guys who Fizz beat for T64, and they just showed Doug. So I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Mohawk and them to win that one. Definitely think Doug and them are a good team, but I just think Yuli and them got T16 too. So just based off the most recent cup, they're expected to do better.
Gotcha.
And then HYXR Elite versus No Practice. I mean, like, No Practice is, I'll see who their 4th is. I know Donahue and them were looking for a new 4th. But this is Donahue, War Legend, and them. The infamous accused hackers. No, they're back with Carbonator. Okay, so Carbonator was their 4th. They said they were looking for 1 for a little bit, and they picked him back up. So they have been teaming for a while. That's one advantage in their sense, but at the same time, they're playing HYXR, who's the 5 seed. So I'm just gonna take HYXR, definitely. Unless they can pull off something crazy, let's say. Not looking too good for No Practice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that one. Aerial Arise versus UYU.
Yeah, so Aerial Arise is going to be Juju's team. So it's going to be Juju, Crisis, Hate, and Welly. Again, these guys have been, I mean, this team's been together since MW, so they're doing pretty well to 12 seed. And they're going to be playing against UYU, who I think is Tish in them. Or no,
really?
My bad. No, okay. It's not. It is Ryza. Wait, unless this thing's wrong. Charles, it says it's Charles, Yash, Pure, and Ryza. So, I mean, most of those guys have been together for a while, too. I think they were on the Carnage Gaming team last year. But, I mean, I think this one's definitely going to be a close one. A lot closer than you think a 12 versus 21 would be. But I think going to have to go with Sam Welly and the boys, or Juju and the boys on Aerial Arise in this one. Mm-hmm. Again, I think this game I definitely think is, like, closer to a toss-up. So just for that reason, we'll take that. Wait, do you have the background music still on or no?
I do not, no.
Okay.
It's just people in the back. of my place.
No, I saw a Jerry Twitch chat, but I wasn't sure if that was from a while ago or just now.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, so and then next we got match number 9, NYSL Academy, who just won the last one versus Juicy Ass.
Baited.
Anyway, that name, and that is gonna be Charm, Volans, S and Drama, and Optimum. Again, I think those guys are a lot of they have potential in S&D. I don't really think they have a really good chance at taking respawns off of Spark, Prolute, Frosty, and Saints, but I just really don't think they have much of a chance in that series. I mean, just again, NYSL won the most recent cup. They've been the most dominant team other than Wester, so it's going to be tough. I'd say they'd pretty much beat anybody, or like I'd take them over almost anybody but Wester, and even then, it'd be
It
a
would be
close
close,
match.
yeah.
So yeah, so nothing against the 31 seed there, but just tough bracket for them.
Yeah, it's tough.
LVG Leverage versus Slide Cancel Stim. So that's going to be Aches, Lacefield, Mox, and Lamagod versus Moch, Estriel, Noisy, and Lurid. That's actually a really good match.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, that one's a tough
That's
one.
a tough one, yeah.
Wow, I
I'm
think
a big fan of what Moch is doing. But then again,
big
Aches,
fan of Moch, big fan of Lurid, big fan of Aches.
yeah,
That sounds tough.
this is not good. We're going to have to pick one. We're going to have to 50-50 it then. I'm going to have to go with
I think you go with Moch on this
and
one.
Lurid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that Slide, Chow, Stim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy that is to say over Aches, but I mean,
Lurid did
oh
really
wow,
well in that last
that's a
cup.
tough one, man. That is such a tough match.
Lurid
I
did
think
really well in that last cup.
I think that one's the hardest one to decide so far.
Did
That
they
one is
play
a really
NYSL
tough
in that
one.
last cup? Because Lurid did
Lurid
well.
just played his pickup, or Lurid. No, yeah, they lost. They only got T32, but I don't think they were with Moch because
They
Moch
weren't.
just played his pickups. I'm
Was it
not sure.
T32? I thought.
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Forgive me, like forgive me, like the camera like that. I was just trying to see.
Oh, I guess.
I think they did though.
47.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So
Interesting.
what?
I thought
It's
he did a bit
Astro and
better.
47. Astro and 47 left, and they joined who? They joined Moch and Noisy. So I mean, those guys are kind of a new team. I'd say the big advantage for Aches and them is that they've been together for a little bit. But then again, they had Parasite coming in and out of that team too, so it's not like they've stuck for that long. Yeah, I'm honestly, that one's a tough one. I mean, I just think that sub pressure wise, Moch and them are going to be better, but maybe on the AR maps, Aches and them might win. I don't know. That one's definitely the biggest toss up for me. I'm just gonna go with Moch and Lurid because I'm big fans of Moch and Lurid, but honestly, that one could go either way.
Right.
Number 11 is Mr. Midmaps. So that's gonna be Fellow, Naga, Decimate, and who's there for? And Draza. Okay, so that's kind of like the LA Thieves Academy.
Yeah.
And they're playing Team Z, which is Tay, Zed, Jerd, and Dens. That's an interesting one for the 7 versus 26 seed. Because, I mean, it's pretty much all former pros from last year on Team Z plus Tay versus Naga, Des. I mean, yeah, that one basically has 6 former pros in the lobby.
Yeah, I
actually 7. Jeez.
In my opinion, I'm leaning Zed. But what are you thinking?
I definitely think they have like upset potential. I mean, one of the main reasons they're that low of a seed is they don't play their daily pro points. Let me look at their account. Oh wow, they got their 100 for this week already. So they grinded those out this week. They were skipping out on their dailies for a little bit there, which definitely got them behind. Yeah, this is another tough one. I mean, just for the sake of upsets, I'm gonna go with Zed in them. Big fan of Jerd, but I mean, let's put Zed in them winning. I honestly think that Fellow and them are arguably the better team, but maybe on tourney day, the ice comes in for last year's pros maybe. But I mean, yeah, let's pick Zed in them.
Let's
Gotta have
do
a
it.
few. You
Let's
got you
just do
gotta gotta
it.
pick a few upsets in here. Gotta pick
Yeah.
a few upsets in here.
Gotta anger the crowd a little bit too.
All right, and then Slammed versus Live from the Gutter. So Slammed is the guys that took out Wester. So that would be Insight,
That's
Onyx,
Teskey.
Teskey, and
Yeah.
Scrappy. Yeah, they're playing
Live from the
Tiny. Oh,
gutter.
so Tiny did get on a team.
Live from
So
the
they're
gutter.
playing Tiny, Littlefoot. Um, who is it? Tiny, Littlefoot, Nova, and Fastball. I mean, I just take Slammed on this one. I think that Fastball they always have a chance to make an upset, but I think that Slammed is just the superior team right now.
Right.
I think Slammed might be even like a top 6 team, so it's like it's just a tough match for them to play them as a 10 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Next match 13, UT Cruise versus Dinger's Company. That's Mackie, Quay, Remedinger, and Mello. Shout out to my boy Quay. But going against Phantoms, Jintroides, I don't really give him too
Yeah.
much of a chance, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna pick the 3 seed in this one. Apologies, Quay, for not picking you in that one, but just a tough match. Next one, LAG Academy versus Kansas City Pioneers. Kansas City Pioneers, I think, is Cade's team. Let's see. One sec. It's taking me a second to find on the bracket. Yeah, so that's going to be Cade, Copier, and I think they just got T6 too. So Cade, Copier, Anthrax, and
Yes.
J
they
Destiny.
did.
So they just got T6. So I love Chino. Oh.
Really? The Gorillas. That's your team.
I know, man. Can't pick against Chino on tourney day, man. You can't pick against Chino on tourney day.
So you still thinking LAG?
Yeah, even though Kansas City Pioneers just got T6, I'm gonna give it to LAG in this one. Then you got Mocky Mock versus HNC. HNC is Gustify, Arrow Wisdom, and Ristify. I don't see them beating the 6th seed, who is Sib's team. Yeah,
Right.
so gonna take Mocky Mock there. And then Cable, I Love Cable, who is Ramby, D-Lo, Performal, and Pars, who they've done well. They got 3rd in one cup before. I think that's why they're such a high seed. And they're playing Retirement Club, who is actually in our qualifier right now. And that's Trad, Stricker, Electric, and Rush. I mean, their name kind of says it all, Retirement Club. They don't really scrim or anything, so
Yeah.
not gonna. I gotta pick the guys that've got T3 before this game, so gonna take Pars and Co. in that one.
Cable, I love Cable. We want to finish off the winners bracket here.
Let's go to some losers rounds.
All right.
Yeah. Dude, give me a sec. I gotta go to the bathroom bad.
All right, all good, all good.
Yeah, take over the stream for about a minute.
All right. Well, I think Shane's a bit more qualified to talk about some of these picks, so I don't want to put anything set in stone without his permission. But yeah, how we doing today, guys? I'll show you some of what's going on with our qualifier here. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, already we've had one team qualify. It's the No Scrim Gang. If we check in to see who that is. It's Rush. Yep. So okay, Rush, Tragic, Electric Aim, and Striker. This is the same team that we were just talking about. They just qualified for our Masters League, so congratulations to them. So yeah, we got a lot of matches coming in. This is interesting actually. Only one Shady Kings team is going to qualify, but both are playing each other right now for a qualification match. These two teams consist of. Yeah, so it's going to be Symbol, Shots, Sicky, and Greed, and D-Rose, Frex, Gangsta Nab, and Hustle. Yeah, both of these teams are pretty solid teams, especially these guys, D-Rose, Frex, Gangsta Nab, and Hustle. These guys were in the finals of one of our last tourneys, so this is definitely going to be a good match. Interesting to see. You might you guys might want to look around for some streams. I'm not too sure if there's a link out there right now, but anyway, Gods over here is waiting for a match, and that's going to be a qualifying match. So this is Moxed Royal, Serrated, and Dispute. And so, yeah, they're pretty much waiting on this match, and this is also a qualification match for our qualifier. So, all right, Shane is back. Enough of this qualifier jazz.
Who qualified?
Yeah, so
Chris Radio on them.
The grandfathers qualified. Rush, Tragic, Electric Game, Striker.
All right.
And then yeah, there's only gonna be one Shady Kings team to qualify, which is really interesting. They're playing.
That's actually funny.
And then yeah, this is a qualification match. The M48 clan, which is a really interesting team name because you just love to see that because that's one of the old time clans back in the original Modern Warfare days.
That's Lava. Who is that? That's Killfeed.
Oh, is it really?
Killfeed, Lloyd, Lava, and Vans.
Vans, yeah. And then playing Hope Esports, which is Radical.
Radio on them.
Oh yeah, Radio.
Radio, Prof, Sheldon, and Herbie.
And
right.
And yeah, so that's the latest updates with our qualifier.
All right, let's take a look at this losers bracket. So again, match 17, Project Evil, man. This is unfortunate. I think they're a good team. Oh man, but they're playing John, Spacely, Gunzy, and Goon.
Who's on Evil?
Evil is Groovy, J-Lags, Pat Cryptic, and Legal. It's so tough.
So Dassin,
we're
gonna have to come back to that. Dassin says Project Evil easy, but I don't know if it's so easy. Colton.
Yo, chill, my bad.
Bud Light, what are you talking about here? No comment.
But
anyway.
I think just take Project Evil. I don't like to bet against John.
I don't know,
Project Evil, the 16 seed for a reason. They have a brutal host. And they're the 16 seed.
So we really think that John's going to get double limbed. Double first rounded.
And that's what happens when you're the 32 seed, man.
I guess so, dude. John is John.
We'll come back to that one.
Yeah.
I need to think about that one for a little bit.
Triple M versus Millie rocking in my overalls.
Yeah, so that is going to be Apox versus Vinny Landon and them. Let's take Landon and them. So that's 25 seed, yeah. Then win 3 before you lose 2.
We gotta take censor here, right?
Do we though? Doug's got on my bad side lately, man.
Man, dude. He had that aim assist setting incorrect before.
Oh, yeah.
That was the reason why he was shooting fucking circles.
The aim assist setting wrong.
Dassin, these are the teams for the Challengers Elite Qualifier mock bracket. This is the rosters for each team. I don't think these names are quite accurate, but yeah. And then there's also a Game Battles link as well, which I can put in the stream.
No, he's just saying that match. Dassin actually technically gave me that link. So.
I see. Anyway.
Win 3 before you lose 2 versus whatever it takes. That is a very weird game.
Burn it, Dan. Thanks for the follow.
Just for the hot takes, let's take win 3 before you lose 2.
Doug's not going to be happy about that.
Oh, no. Doug is going to be outraged. Doug feeds off it, though. I'll give Doug some fire.
Yeah, there might be more Keith cheaters.
Then no practice versus UIU. Donnie Hughes team versus UIU. I mean, I'm going to take Charles, Yash, and them. I'm not going to say it, but there's only one way Donahue and them win that.
So UIU.
Yeah, they're taking UIU.
All right.
And then 31 seed, Juicy versus Leverage.
It looks like Leverage is probably going to...
Leverage is Aches and them. Yeah, I don't think Aches and them are going to get DFR'd. I'll just take Aches and them as the 15 seed. Mr. Midmaps. I mean, again, who is that, the 7 seed?
Yeah, that is...
Who did we say they were losing to? We said they were losing to Zed.
That's Draza, right?
Which is arguable in the first place, so I think you got to just take Zed. Yes. I mean Draza.
Right.
Like, there's no way they're getting DFR'd.
Yep.
Dinger's Company versus Kansas City Pioneers.
I think the Pioneers.
That's Quay. Quay versus K and them. Yeah, I mean the Pioneers. We did say LIG was going to beat them, but they did just get T6. So I think they're a pretty good team still. They should beat Quay and Co.
Right.
Although my boy Quay could pull off an upset, but I'm gonna take the KC Pioneers in that one.
And
Then
then
HNC versus
the
Retirement Club.
retirees. Yes.
Interesting game, but I think you got to take Retirement Club. Just
Yeah.
based
Let's.
off.
I mean,
Yeah.
they just qualified for the CODAgent Masters
They
League.
did. Yeah, they did. And if you're qualifying for the CODAgent Master League, you're doing something right.
Exactly.
That being said, I think the other team, HNC, actually is in our league too. But
Huh.
but
Wow,
we'll take Retirement Club in this one.
All right. Back up to the winners. Round 2 here.
All right.
DGen versus Wester.
We didn't do Ping Crew and Project Evil, but we'll do the winners and come back to that.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, DGen versus Wester. I mean, take Wester. DGen's a good team, but I mean, like,
No doubt.
again, if the upsets could happen, but it'd be dumb not to take Wester in this one.
Yeah, I think that.
Triumph. Yeah.
Side note here. I think that Teskey was scrappy enough to take that one off of Wester, but I think that they replay that. Not too sure if the same story's happening.
They could have caught him slipping, honestly.
Right.
Triumph versus Midgets and Big B's.
Yeah.
Dude, see, I want to take hot takes, so I don't want our bracket to look absolutely horrible. I mean, I think Glory is really good at this game. They got Stamina on the team too.
That Triumph?
Nah, the 9 seed. Midgets.
Oh.
Let's take Midgets,
man.
Big
B's?
Take the Midgets and Big B's.
All right. Triumph, man. They haven't really been able to catch a break through these, I feel like through these challengers recently, but...
Yeah, no, they haven't been doing too crazy. So this one, BBG versus Mohawk. How much faith do I have in Mohawk? Not that much faith. Take BBG.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're probably relying on a losers bracket around here.
Yeah, no, they're probably gonna have to get there through losers. BBG, good team. Now HYXR versus Aerial Rise. Again, I mean, like these top 5 seeds, or even who's the 6th seed? Even the top 6 seeds, I really don't think are gonna get upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just say take a higher in this one. Then even though it's Moch as Slide Chow Stim, I'd just say take NYSL too.
Yeah, that's gonna be a close one. I think it's gonna be close. NYSL is just the more, composed professional team.
Practice
I think
too. Moch just joined that team.
Yeah, it's gonna be harder.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
And I'd take Slam to the next one. I know we had Zed beating the seed number 7, but Slam just plays T4, and we know they're a very good team.
I think that's also gonna be a close series.
Yeah, that could be a close one too. I mean, again, the Zed one is we're just hoping that they just turn into old form and come crazy, but there's an easy way they could just get absolutely smoked. Even in round 1 too. So it's who knows? I mean, it just depends on what kind of form those guys come in, because the peak of those players is a lot higher than a lot of these amateurs. But if they don't play to their potential, they could get smoked.
Dasson says that NYSL is supposed to win 3-0, or he's saying that they're gonna win 3-0. I think it might be more of a 3-1, but yeah, probably not.
It could be close, but NYSL is they've been doing very well.
I think the maps will definitely be close though.
Yeah, it just depends on the map. It also depends on the map set too. UT Crew versus LAG Academy. Said I'm not betting against my boy Chino on tourney day, but taking UT Crew.
Yeah.
I mean, they've just been doing so well. They've been consistently top 3, top 4 this whole year. And then Mocky Mock versus Cable. I Love Cable. Let me double check who Cable I Love Cable is. That's Ramby, Delo, Performal, and Pars. I think you're just taking Mock's team, which is a Sib and Co.
Yeah.
All right. So.
All right. Losers round 1 here. What are we picking here?
And whoever wins this round 3, by the way, and winners will qualify. So keep that in mind for those next winners rounds.
Gotcha.
But losers. Okay, we're taking Take Project Evil, man. Ah,
Just know.
take John. Take John.
Okay. Just all right. Yeah.
I think
Well, if we're wrong
either
on
of
this
those
one,
teams. I think both of those teams beat the 11 seed.
if we're wrong on this one, whatever happens to them could be like a substitute, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if
No,
Pink
I
Crew
think
goes on, it could easily be Project Evil that goes on. Like, this is a very strong set of teams right here. So,
yeah.
we're taking John. I say we take John.
I just say take John because it's John, but I think Project Evil is more likely to win. But I think John could maybe make a deeper run if he's playing like if that full team is playing at their potential.
So
But
I've
I
only
mean,
seen. Dastin says, "Have you watched the streams?" I've only seen a few maps, and John wasn't looking too. John wasn't looking that good actually. That's a
go
pretty
with
good
Project
point.
Evil. Then. Go with
Yeah,
Project
we'll
Evil.
do Project Evil then.
Because I do like Groovy in them. I mean,
Dastin's not a big miracle guy.
other than their brutal host, but yeah.
Yeah. So okay, we already know Project Evil's moving on, right?
Project Evil again.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, and then LAG Academy versus Landon and Co. Big Landon fan.
Is Landon with D'Lo?
Yeah, Landon and
Ooh.
D'Lo. Yeah, he's got D'Lo in the next two, but I mean, wait, no, he's not. Wait, no, who's D'Lo with? D'Lo's not with them, right? Yeah, no, D'Lo's with.
He's with
D'Lo's with Ramby, so like.
And that is Cable, right?
Yeah, that's against Project Evil. I still
Yeah.
think Project Evil.
I think Project Evil. D'Lo's a really smart player though. I mean,
yeah, and I mean those guys. I think they played T3 before. Yeah, no, D'Lo's not with Landon. Yeah, no, but
hey Neon,
I'm
thanks
just
for the follow.
taking Project Evil.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with the fact that whoever won 17 to win in match 40. Okay, on to the next one. Probably LAG Academy.
Yeah.
I mean, 14 seed plays more consistent. I mean, the main advantage Millie Rocking would have is an S&D, but LAG Academy's been together the whole year too, so they're going to be good in S&D as well. So yeah, I think LAG Academy wins that one.
Right.
And then Team Z versus Win 3 before you lose 2. I definitely think
take
Win 3 before you lose 2 could upset, but yeah, I'd say take Z in that one.
I mean, yeah, most of these matches are just gonna be close. Like, it's just gonna be a great tournament.
Yeah. And then Slide Chow Stim versus UYU. I'd take Slide Chow Stim in that one.
Yeah, that's Moch.
Yeah.
Aerial Rise versus Aches.
That's a kind of a tough one. I mean, I'd like to say Aerial Rise, but Mox can come crazy on this game. Man, that one's a tough one. I'd say we come back to that
Who's
one.
on Aerial Rise?
Aerial Rise is Juju, Crisis, Dated, and Welly. Yeah.
That is a tough
I'd
one.
say come back to that one.
I think I still lean Aches, but yeah, we can come back.
Who is Skrell? That's Kai. That's Mohawk, Yuli, and them. And they're playing Fella and Nagafin. Oh, they have a tough bracket, man.
It's gotta be Nagafin, dude. Like, this is draws it too, yeah.
Dude.
That's a you said Mohawk was qualifying.
You may have to go back and adjust the winners bracket.
Nah,
dude.
I just don't see it.
I mean, neither do I, but I want to.
Alright, it all comes down to is Mohawk winning BBG? I don't think so.
No, probably not.
Taking
all right. Standing off. All right, we got it. And Triumph versus Kansas City Pioneers. Yeah, I mean, those guys just plays T6. But I think on the important tourney day, like the most important tourney, which so far in the MC is this one, you're going to have to take Triumph.
Yeah, probably. This one could go either way, though. So.
Yeah, just because they haven't been playing good lately, but... Then Team DGen versus Retirement Club. Tough match for the boys on Retirement Club, but gonna have to go with DGen just because they placed T3 in the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big fans of that,
I'd say they're arguably better than the 17 seed. just based on recent performance. So yeah, and then I guess for Aerial Risers LVG, we will take any help from the chat.
What do we think
I'm
of chat?
honestly, I'm pretty torn on that one. Aerial Arise, who is Juju, Crisis, Hated, and Welly versus Aches, Lacefield, Mox, and Llama.
So I'm leaning
Eh,
Aches. Oh, yeah, Dasher says
Yeah,
LVG.
yeah, I think you might need to take Aches. Just okay, they got Quad Texas too. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, and I mean it's Aches on tournament day, Mox on. I mean all these guys have performed big like their whole careers when it matters.
Yep.
Other than Mox at champs, but
Should we continue with the losers here, or should we do the
let's do
qualifying?
the qualifying rounds and winners.
All right.
So again, hard for midgets and big Bs, but I think we're just gonna take Wester to qualify.
Yeah, I think Wester's for sure qualifying here.
Again, I mean they just had to play the 32 seed, the 17 seed, and the 9 seed. So it's like, it wasn't a crazy tough bracket for them because they are the 1 seed. So take them in that one. And then the more interesting match is 4 versus 5, BBG versus Higher right here. And I honestly, I kind of want to take Higher in this one.
Yeah, who's on BBG?
Wait, let's look at the most recent cup. Let's see what both those teams did.
So Hire was 7th.
Oh my god, they placed the same, dude.
Oh, wow.
That does not help at all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, and then I mean, wow. So that's a little tough. I guess just they placed the same. They're basically the same seed. I think you maybe go with the players that have had a better history with a Goddard in them. So I guess go with BBG in that one.
All right.
But I mean, again, they placed the same. They're basically the same seed. I think that match is basically a toss up.
Yeah,
But
so
just go with
BBG
BBG
qualifies.
just because of names and history from those players. And then NYSL versus Slammed is a pretty interesting game. I'm pretty sure. And did NYSL beat them?
Yes,
I
they
think
did.
they did.
It was 3-1.
Yeah, no, it was definitely they could have won that series, but I mean NYSL. I think you got to take NYSL through winners too.
I think they're just a more polished team. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
then
UT Crew versus Monkey Mock. I think this
Sid
one
versus
I
UT.
might take Sib to win that one.
Really? You think he's
Mostly just
always...
because well, also right now we have the 1, 4, and 2 seeds qualifying. So if we had the 3 seed qualifying and winners too, that would be kind of
Yeah, let's do Sim.
Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's make it the 1, 2, 4, and 6.
It's always a toss up when it comes to these tough ones for Sib. Like, he
Yeah,
wins and loses. So
yeah, match 48 and match 46 are definitely gonna be crazy close. I mean, even match 47. I think the only one that'll be a little more comfortable is the Wester one. I think those other 3 matches are definitely all toss ups.
So this
Right,
is...
so now we have the losers bracket.
These are the 4 right now that have qualified.
And we have Project Evo versus LAG Academy. Now, I think Project Evo has the chance to upset here, but I think we're going to have to take LAG Academy in this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, Chino's got the ice. And then Slide Chow Stim versus Zed. I think you take Slide Chow Stim in this one.
Yeah. That's definitely going to be a close one.
That's a very close one, though.
Yeah, I'm
That's
a
going
big
to be a match
guy.
to watch out for if it goes to that.
I'm a big Moch guy.
I'd be interested to see where would Zed... So we had Zed winning that first round of winners. If they didn't win that, loser of... Where's the number 7 seed? If they didn't win that...
They would be against Aches.
They'd be playing Aches.
That's a pretty similar match. I mean...
Yeah, I think in both cases, Zed loses low-key. Unfortunately. So I'm calling a losers round 3 out for Zed and Co.
Alright.
Yeah, in either case. But in this one, we'll just say it's to Moch.
Right. Yo, Joe's boy, thanks for the follow.
I am linking you the bracket. I'm linking you the bracket. Okay, I link. If Flames and Dassin both asked for a bracket, I DM'd it to both of them. All right. I don't know. I mean, ours is like, I don't know how you make your own.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you could. I'm not too sure, but
Yeah, I'm not sure how you make your own, but if you know how to do it, go.
you could make your own
Yeah.
challenge thing and just enter these teams in.
Yeah, I mean that's what we did, but
Yeah, so and
jeez.
then just yeah. No. We were reporting.
Yeah, and then
So Eggs versus Draza.
okay, Aches versus Draza. Wow, that is an interesting one.
Yeah, I
I
think
think you
it's
gotta take
Draza.
Draza.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Down goes Eggs.
and that's gonna be a very UT Crew versus Draza too. But Triumph versus D-Gen, very interesting game.
Whew.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. I think both teams lose to Slammed anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, let's just say
What about the last cup? Who did better? I mean, I think Degen did for sure. But
D-Gen did, but I mean, I don't know. I just don't think D-Gen necessarily has that consistency.
yeah, like who knows, right? Because that was like the first time they did well. I think they did 128 with the same team last cup, the cup before this.
Yeah, no, we're actually editing it. I mean, there might be a way we can clear it after and you can do your
Yeah.
own.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, there's a predictions feature on this. I didn't even know that.
I didn't either, but
I didn't
we could for sure look into that. I mean, we'll take screenshots of this and then.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So I'd say, let's just say D-Gen wins that match.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we already know that Slam's winning that one.
Yeah, I think D-Gen could definitely qualify too, but I'm gonna take Slam just because I think I see those guys making it into that. I just see like those guys making it in, you know, because
Yeah.
that's to qualify that like
Right. So round fives qualify.
yeah, and then UT Crew versus Mr. Midmaps. I'm gonna do a bit of a hot take and say that Mr. Midmaps wins.
Okay.
Yeah, give it to Draza. Definitely a fan of Draza. And then Midgets versus Big B's. I think this is where Moach's run ends.
You think so?
As unfortunate as that is, yeah.
Gotcha.
I think
Yeah.
Glory's too good at this game. So Beezy's back in, baby. And then HYXR versus LEG.
I'm thinking HYXR.
Yeah. Oh.
That was painful
man.
for you to say, man.
You know I don't want to. I really don't want to. I don't want to say yeah. Oh, what did LEG plays T16, right? And HRXR plays T8.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right.
yeah, take HRXR. Do it.
So these are the 8 that we chose to qualify. Wester, BBG, Built by Gamers, NYSL, Maki Mock, HYXR, Midgets and Big B's, Draza & Co., which is Mr. Midmaps qualifier number 1, and Slammed, which is Teskey & Co.
So no crazy upsets, unfortunately.
Yeah, nothing too insane. I mean,
I'd say the best chance would be LAG making it through or D-Gen making it through.
yeah.
Would be the best chances of like a non-top 10 seeded team to make it through.
Yeah. I mean, there's a very good chance we're off on a lot of these.
We can be off by a ton.
They're very hard to predict, you know?
Yeah, no, a lot of them are, especially, you know, like match 44, it's the 16 seed versus the 14 seed. That could have changed a lot. I mean, even match 40, right? I Love Cable they could make a deep run, but it's just that's a tough match and we just took Project Evil in it. So yeah, no, there's a lot of close matches. Definitely gonna be interesting. Gonna be very fun to watch. There's some interesting matches early too.
Yeah, for sure. So
yeah, and I think that kind of rounds out our predictions so far.
yeah, I mean, that's pretty much who we're choosing. I guess we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's gonna be crazy. Like, there's not one bad matchup. I think, you know.
There's a couple, but
I mean, all these teams are just so solid. So
Yeah, no, you're right. No, it's definitely gonna be an interesting day. I'm not sure how much they play tomorrow.
Yeah.
Um,
But
all
we
right, don't
we
know if it goes into Sunday. Actually, they can probably finish it all tomorrow because it's only till top 8. But it is double elim, so we'll see.
we could try to look into that predictions feature, and if we do, we'll post that to Twitter. See what kind of brackets you guys come up with. We'll post our brackets to Twitter as well, um, to let everybody know. But yeah, this has pretty much been our episode 3 of the podcast. I mean, let us know what you guys think. Let us know who you guys have qualifying. If we're wrong, grill us. We wanna hear. So, but yeah, what do you got to say, Shane?
All right, that's pretty much it for me. I'm kind of trying to figure out this predictions thing now.
Yeah, we'll be looking into that. So, that being said, my name is Lonely Doc, aka Brett O'Connor, and this is Shane.
Shane Thor, aka Shane.
Thor. And yeah, that'll do it.
Peace.
All right, peace, guys.